2 people called me before he called me to warn me that he was going to call me, which says a lot about how he was about to approach that conversation, because he was like, it was a recruiting pitch. Like,
welcome everybody to episode 8 of Nick and Roman's Empire. As you can see, we have some characters with us today. And yeah, we said it last episode, these are the special guests that everybody was looking forward to. So we're going to go around the room and introduce ourselves.
Crew, tell everyone who you are.
Cleo.
Crew Reader.
I'm just gonna leave the name.
Oh, you shouldn't tell them your name's Crew.
Yeah, I just got this thing.
I like it.
Okay.
All right, your chair.
My name's Clay. That's what
My name's Deuce.
My name's Bryce.
My name's Jack.
Boom.
Boom. Now everybody knows each
Best
other.
on so far, guys.
This is going to be the best episode. Numbers wise. These are all the coach's kids. So that's Coach Bryce Lewis's kid.
Yep.
The cornerback coach. And then Coach Lowry, running back coach. Coach Reader, offensive coordinator. And then Coach Gans's kid, tight ends coach. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for joining us. So we actually coach these guys on the flag football, next level flag football, every weekend. These 2 are on my team. Nick has the other 3.
Crew said that's the first thing he wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
Was
go ahead, Crew.
our win yesterday. Tell them how we beat the blue team, Crew. Tell them. Just tell them. Say I had an awesome run. Jack scored a few times, right? Jack had a touchdown.
Yes.
Bryce was balling last week.
Now tell him that just like my school was younger than the blue team.
I know, our score was bigger than the Blues team's.
32-20.
Yeah, it was, Bryce. Great team on top, man.
Yeah.
Great team on top.
I mean, do we go into the black team?
Dude, can I just say...
Deuce, what was our score?
Wow.
Whoa, really?
I think that's okay.
What was your score?
48
It
was
18.
48-18.
I'm
14.
Dude,
I
last
saw
week...
you.
I thought, I did think it was
Oh, yeah.
What crew did you see with Bryce?
Bryce.
Bryce, remember the touchdown you threw Jack last week? That was the coolest play I've ever seen in my life, dude. Didn't you throw it to him?
Yeah, I threw it like all the way to him, then he spinned and he went to the touchdown.
Great feeling, man.
think
As a
I
coach,
did.
How'd that
watching
feel,
boys-
Jack?
Like that.
How'd that feel?
I need to. So deep, yeah, like
Just, hey, that's what I was thinking.
did.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like I went so full, like 10 line people, so I pulled my flag,
And you running through him.
It's just juking them.
and that didn't get me.
They didn't get
Billy,
You got a first down though,
but the Billy last
Jack was
one,
Even though you're not allowed to
but the
block.
Billy last one. Just pull my flag. But I did get,
you
get
That
20
last
yards.
one, man. Crew! You did get 20 yards.
Crew, you got a first down, and they were all by you, and you were in the middle, but you were almost to the touchdown.
Almost.
And the blue team was like, I don't like that play. That was just like a goo gaga.
And Jack was out in front, not blocking, but blocking for you. Wink, wink. Because you're not allowed to block. But he was blocking for you, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Clay's our quarterback.
Really?
Clay's our QB1.
I heard you guys got a good little team over there.
48-18. That's pretty dominant.
You guys, so you
That's
guys 2
half
you
a
guys 2-0?
Yeah. Or overall, we're 4-0. Rolling.
Bryce, what was that? Was that an animal noise? Is that Piggy? Is that your favorite animal?
Wait, I was 5 feet. Sorry if I'm doing 5 feet. Well, it's time for Jack and Bryce. It's on
What are you 2 whispering about?
Bye.
I am
Come back
whispering.
tomorrow. Wait,
Who was the one who catched it?
Deuce caught a few. You can talk, Deuce. You can brag. This is a bragging zone.
Well,
Dude, so are you drinking sparkling water?
Yes.
My man, dude, I love that. That's big time out of you.
when the white team played against the blue team, the blue team was kindergarten, but my team was kindergarten readiness in 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Readiness in Jackson 4th grade.
Wait, so what grade are you in?
I'm in kindergarten, and I think Jackson's 12th class.
Jack, what grade are you in?
First.
What grade are you in? Bryce?
Kindergarten readiness with crew.
And then what grade are you in, Deuce?
Second.
What grade are you in?
First.
You're playing up.
First grade.
Look, man,
That's what I'm talking about.
you don't want to see K1 Gray. That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking smack, guys. I'm just saying.
That's exactly what you're doing.
2-3 blacks not ready for
That's
K1
exactly
Gray.
what you're doing.
Talking.
Tell them, Bryce. All they're doing is talking.
Yeah, they're just talking.
We don't have our
They're
game-
just talking,
Hey,
Jack,
Look at
tell
these
'em.
two. Our game
Honking,
speaks for itself. We're not
honking,
even
They're just talking.
Our game speaks for
They're not ready. Jack, tell Roman they're not ready for K1 Gray.
They're not ready for K1 grade.
There we go.
Yeah, and one. Well, those won't come
Hey, last
because
time me
they're
and
not
your
talking
coach faced
loud.
off, I came out on the top.
They're all coming.
You could say he got out coached.
I'm coming on my right. Bit.
They're not in
I'm
first
not
grade.
dead.
They're in the little kid grade.
Whoa.
They're in preschool.
Come on. You gotta keep it going.
Quick reset.
Why the Colts on? Nick, why the Colts on my bill?
It's like a horseshoe, kind of for like the Raiders, the Blue Raiders.
A horse is not a raider.
You know, Jack, I don't know why we're the Raiders and the horse is a mascot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Who's your guys' favorite football players to watch on TV?
Uncle KB. He is actually my uncle, and he plays for the Eagles. He's
awesome.
40.
Number six on the Eagles.
Do you know his name?
No.
No.
But and also number 26 on the Eagles.
I think that's Saquon.
I
What about you, Jack?
all the players on the Eagles.
Saquon's.
I like
What about you, Deuce?
fucking all the players on the Eagles.
Jay Jettis? Your game
No,
kind of
it's-
reminds me of him a little bit. I can see the similarities for sure.
You say Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
I can see it.
What about you,
I'm
Clay?
gonna have to scout next week. Watch you guys
Who?
play.
Jamar.
Oh, Jamar Chase.
Jamar too.
That figures.
Go back.
He's good.
You know, I saw my two players actually at the baseball game the other day, and they said they didn't know who I was because I didn't have a hat. Because I didn't have a hat on at the baseball
I
game.
could see it.
I almost wore a hat for you guys.
Coach
today.
looks different with a hat. I can see it.
Wait, you played for MTSU baseball game?
Oh, no. I was just watching.
Just being a fan.
Just supporting my guys.
Do you guys play any other sports?
I just play soccer.
Soccer, Jack?
My sister just plays soccer, and I just play.
I played football like you guys know. Like you know. I also play baseball and Braves.
Oh.
What are
You guys
braids?
play baseball, right?
Wait,
yes,
you
and
you
we
pe-
play
You
basketball.
make people have
And
some
basketball.
braids like my sister.
You're really good at basketball? You're not very good at basketball, huh?
Dun 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 dun.
He shot threes.
What's your favorite? Do you guys like to run the ball or pass the ball?
I like running back.
Passing.
I like running and
Running.
Running and passing.
I like running and passing because of Jack.
I like winning the ball and trying to get touchdowns like playing 30 to 20 yards.
This is taking an hour to be done.
It's not even been an hour yet.
Bryce is over it.
It's not even been an hour yet.
It's hour, like I'm about to turn into a grandpa.
Crew, where you going?
Crew. I got a
Crew, you
question
gotta
for you,
tell
Crew.
us. Hold on,
Who's
Roman
your
has a
favorite?
question.
Crew. Who's your favorite football player on MTSU? He's thinking.
I'm 32 and 5.
Oh,
Ooh,
Miles and
Jacale and Miles.
K30.
Those are good dudes to have as favorite players. I
That's
respect
pretty
that.
good. What about
answer.
you
They're
two?
my favorite players.
You only have one right answer here, boys, or you won't get the ball. So I'm talking about Clay. Here we go, dudes.
I don't threaten my kids with playing time like that, dude. That's messed up.
Mine is number 16.
16, Jack?
Oh.
16's pretty good. All right, well, we won't keep you any longer, Bryce. If you got somewhere to be or something.
It's on the field for Crew and Jack.
Well,
Yeah, you guys
me
wanna
and
go
Bryce,
toss the ball around a
well,
little bit?
me, Bryce,
No,
and Jack
mine
is
is
like an
Yeah.
hour long.
Mhm.
There's our game for hour long.
Yeah.
And
show
our
'em what-
practice
show 'em
is
what the ball is.
30.
No.
So basically 30. One,
Is your brother
so
gonna come
basically,
play?
Yeah.
I
I
said I'm gonna be on your
one of the 60-30 goal.
It grows by
So I
itself.
basically
It's
have
like,
to be at
boom, boom.
MTSU for 90 minutes.
This team.
Well, that's great. Well, bye. Wait, I'm on. Oh, yeah.
Outro? You staying?
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
We gotta watch this game.
Dude, I can't
It's
wait to
these
watch
two
this
versus them
game.
three. That's gonna be fun.
I can't wait to watch
You're a
this
kid
game.
already. You're in first grade. I'm in first grade. And he's in second grade, so I'm gonna be the quarterback.
We can use the whole field. You don't know I actually practice at my dad's field.
Well. Think
I'm
by the one.
practicing the jukes
Think by
and
the
stuff.
one. Think by the one.
I only have to practice the jukes. Jukes?
What the
The
goops, boys?
Yeah,
Well,
he doesn't know what's about it. He doesn't know about
Well, guys, we really appreciate you guys coming on our podcast, man. It wouldn't be as fun if you guys weren't here. And if anyone's listening, wants to come watch these guys play, come watch these kids play some ball on Sundays during the spring, and watch them score some touchdowns. Watch Caitlyn Gray dominate. Any last words, guys? Any outro for us?
Well,
Piggy.
you would do on Sundays.
Last words,
When
Candace?
Piggy.
Did you finish your bowl?
Start. They started already.
No,
Oh,
you're pretty sure.
oh,
No,
11.
no,
What time's our game? You know. 11:30. We start at
Well,
11:30.
yeah, if you want to go there. Yeah, what? It starts at 11:30, and it's only playing, and only play on Sundays.
Ooh.
Bye.
Well, hey, what outro? What outro? All right, we're back. The kids have just left. Now we have Caitlyn Manning with us, whose bright idea was to bring the kids on. So we'll let her introduce herself.
I'm Caitlyn Manning. I'm in operations with MTSU football. I came with Coach Mason, been here a little over a year, about as long as Roman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. She does it all behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The kids were chaos. You guys had no control.
No. Yep. Nope.
Nobody would have, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Good luck to anyone who is. I mean, parenting's a tough job.
Yeah.
Okay, but what has
Shout
it
out all
been
the
like?
parents in the world.
What has it been
My
like
mom,
to
my
coach
dad.
them?
Shout them out.
To coach them.
To
What has
coach
that
them?
been like? Has it been about like that?
It's a lot better when you're winning. I'm just saying, like, if you're winning the games, it's a lot more fun, and none of
What's
the
your
kids are
record?
yelling at you. My K1 grade, we're 1-1.
See, I think it'd be opposite. We're 4-0. How are you 1-1?
What do you mean you're 4-0?
Yeah, you have not played 4 games, dude.
We're 2-0.
Yep. That
Yeah,
sounds better.
my
Yeah.
2-3 black, we're 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
See, but when my kids get winning, they get out of control. But we're in a tight game, they're locked in.
Well, we've either been like we're winning or we're getting blown out.
See, we've been just killing
Yeah,
people.
K1 Black.
Yeah, man. Is that?
That,
No,
yeah,
that's
that's
Marcus's
the team.
That's
team.
Marcus's
Yeah.
team.
Man, they put it on us. They put it on us good. And but credit to them kids. They bounced back. They took it like a champ. We bounced back.
They went back to the drawing
We
board.
beat K1 Royal. And they're pumped next week, man. They're pumped for next week.
How does it work? Like, what? Like, are we like to get a ring?
You gotta
to
win
get
the
a ring.
championship.
I mean, we log wins and losses throughout the
How many
season,
weeks
and
is
then
it?
it's 8 weeks total, but technically 7 because that last week is championship weekend, so you play Saturday and Sunday. Get a ring on Sunday.
Buckle up for that, man.
Yeah.
We won't be playing each other.
How's your older team?
I wasn't
Filthy.
talking smack, dude.
Oh yeah, y'all do have one kid that's a stud.
Wait,
He caught a
What
lot
older
of
team?
interceptions this week. Yeah.
be my second and third?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
like,
no, your older one.
The older
4s and
Fourth and
5s.
fifth.
Yeah.
no, that's our most level team, because you have to split up 5 and 5. We got the perfect amount of ball players. Really complement each other on each side.
Nick, older team.
My 4-5 gray, good team.
Gotta
I
keep them
think-
running.
Have
like
y'all
the-
played each other?
That
Yeah.
week 1.
Oh.
The effort's there. I think we're just missing on some of the execution, but they're working hard, and I think we're gonna get right back to it next week with whoever we play. Probably be Roman.
I played you.
There's only 4 teams.
Yeah, but that first week was like a scrimmage.
Oh,
So
No, we
you're-
played on the first
whoever
real
you
week.
played the scrimmage week, I think, is who you play this week.
So Marcus,
Brett says yes. So
yeah. Brett put it on us in the scrimmage week too, but it's
I
okay.
heard they were taking knees, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
Brett
that was
thought
like
it'd be
some.
funny.
Step
Yeah,
in.
Brett
that
thought
wasn't
it would be
very
funny to take
sportsmanlike.
a knee, and my little kids
Yeah.
are like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Well, the other coach is just being a real pain in the butt, so just don't even shake his hand in the line."
No handshakes.
It's tough, man.
We teach sportsmanlike conduct around here.
Yeah.
And Brett
Amongst
was not
other
a good
things.
representation of that.
That's okay.
That's fine.
But I think the kids are having fun overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're loving
I
it.
know we're having fun.
No, we are. Well,
That
I
first
got
week was brutally cold. The K1s really battled through that first week.
That
But
was
I think,
tough.
and I think they're getting better, especially the older kids. Like there was actual.
Yeah,
football
my guys,
being
we
played.
have like plays. If I
Yeah.
tell them a word, they can go line up. So.
Yeah, I think they're learning football.
We ran a reverse with my K1 grade team. We ran a double reverse for a touchdown. It was the best feeling in the world watching that thing hit and execute for a touchdown.
Just dice one
We
up.
schemed them up. It was freaking awesome, dude.
with your kindergartners.
With the kindergartners. Sometimes they listen better than 4th, 5th graders.
I believe that.
They're just excited to be there.
Yeah,
just
they
wanna
are.
win
They're just
football
happy.
games.
They're just smiling. They're smiling through it all.
What I would give to be a kid again, man.
That's deep.
I mean, God.
That's deep, dude.
We can get into that a little later.
Feeling
Did you play flag football as a
nostalgic?
kid?
Yeah.
You did.
1 year.
What age?
I don't know. Let me think. I was on the Chargers. My brother was on the Eagles, and my other brother was on the Bills. We lost. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we lost to Charles, my oldest brother, in the championship. Gosh. I threw a pick six right to him, I think.
Oh.
And then I think I tackled him, and you weren't supposed to tackle.
That
But,
hurts.
man, that was nothing but anger. That was nothing but feet. That was nothing but just rage.
Yeah, that's a flag. 5-yard
Yeah.
penalty. For sure.
Yeah, our refs are out there pretty.
Hmm.
Wait, let's not get Nick going on the refs.
Mm,
Nick,
but
Nick has had. You've had Connor every week, yeah.
every week. I could go
Yeah.
on about Connor as a ref.
Yeah.
Love Connor as a kid. Connor as
Yeah.
a ref, that's a whole different story.
There was one point where you were screaming at Connor for something. I don't know what call he had missed.
Yep.
But your parent coach saw me like running across the field. So I was like, Nick, if you scream at the refs, your kids are gonna. And all of a sudden, your kids are in uproar. Ref. I was like, oh my goodness.
Look,
you have
I'm
one
just
job.
gonna say, I'm gonna have my
One
kids
job.
back on the field. So when they're playing, they have my back in terms of how much effort
Oh,
they're
I
giving.
love that.
But I'm gonna if
You're
the
a guy they
ref
want to play for.
if the ref isn't gonna support my team,
You gotta
then
have
I'm
your
gonna
kids
have my
back.
players back.
I asked
if
him to
they're
give
being
you a
cheated.
makeup call.
And it didn't happen.
You still won. It's fine.
Mm.
We'll put you on a different field.
We'll see
next
you
time.
again. We'll see you again, Connor. Mark my words. Mark my words, Connor Doherty. Coming for you.
the last name.
Name drop. If you know Connor Doherty,
K1 Gray.
What number is he?
he's 54 on the MTSU football team. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Well, anyway, Caitlyn, how did you get into football? What was that like? Becoming an ops?
It wasn't on purpose. I went to Vandy. My goal was don't make that face. My goal was
purpose.
medical school, and then I started working with the football team under Coach Mason. What is that? What are
Sorry.
you laughing at?
Nothing.
And started working with the football team my sophomore year, and then moved into operations after that. And then he hired me on staff when I graduated. Stayed on staff with Coach Lee for a couple years, and now I'm here.
What's so funny?
Was it exciting? Like when?
I don't know what he's laughing at.
Well, in all
Something
honesty,
triggered
she
him.
said like I wanted to go to med school, and now you're director of football.
Now you're on a
so
podcast.
what went wrong?
So it's like,
What went wrong?
No, I just didn't know.
That's a fair question. Nothing went wrong.
Nothing went wrong. It was just
Yeah.
like boom,
Yeah.
life changed.
When I started working with the football team, I just loved it. And
Oh,
Coach Mason's staff at Vandy was like equally great as his staff is here. So I just loved being around it.
That's
Loved the chaos of it.
when he like called you about coming here. Were you like really excited about it?
I had no idea what was going on. Two people called me before he called me to warn me that he was going to call me, which says a lot about how he was about to approach that conversation. Because he was like, it was a recruiting pitch. Like, he called me and was like selling me on Murfreesboro and MTSU and all sorts of stuff. So they had to like call me beforehand and be like, hey, just a heads up, this is
Yeah.
about to happen. Like, get your mind right. But yeah, I had no idea that he was even looking at this job. So
But was
Yeah.
it like an immediate yes when he offered you the job?
yeah, I mean, we had a lot of conversations about like what he was looking to do here, who all he was bringing, all that stuff.
what were you doing at the point of the phone call?
Do what?
What were you doing before the phone call happened?
He ended up calling me at like 8 p.m. And I was literally sitting at the kitchen counter, and I was like, oh, here we go.
I think grown meant career-wise.
Oh, he said at the point of the phone call.
No, she was right.
He was definitely asking.
What were you
that.
doing in
That was a
career?
good try, though, Nick.
What were you doing in your career?
What is the question? What was I doing with my career at the time?
Yeah.
I was working for a company based out of Canada. I was 100% remote, which is like a wild change in pace. They do corporate events. So most of our clients were like big tech companies, so ServiceNow, Zoom, things like that. When they have their like sales and user conferences, we were putting those on and doing speaker management, event management, and all that stuff for them.
Nice.
Well, there's a complete.
Complete 180 working with
remote.
football.
180.
Correct. 40
Man,
hours a week
I was trying to
remote
think.
to 90 hours a
So-
week in office with you guys.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Correct.
in office, but then like you get in season, and what is that like? Like, what's a game week or a game day like?
For me,
Yeah, it's
a
chaos.
game day?
No.
yeah, in season. But the nice thing about in season is it's copy paste every week. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
once you do that first week, like it's pretty much obviously home versus away is a little different.
Yeah.
But like the day to day of that is like I've got my checklist that I can literally just copy and paste over from one Excel sheet to the next and just knock it out day by day. So it's like it's chaotic, but it's the same. It's structured. Copy paste.
But like, if something gets thrown off, how stressed are you? Or do you not get stressed?
Externally,
What was the time we started
not stressed. Internally, probably stressed.
Yeah,
That's the
probably.
thing.
But you can't
We
shout.
love a change, a last minute change. You'll know this. How many times do you get a Teamworks message from me that's like, hey, by the way, like we aren't gonna do X. What
Too
did I
many.
send you guys
Last night.
yesterday? Yeah.
No fill,
Yeah. So we
Yeah,
love a
no,
last minute
position
change,
work.
which always, actually, I think the first last minute change that he threw at me since once we got here was the women's basketball tournament last year when he made that mandatory last minute. And that was like, I said, hey, Mace, I've got one bus, which has 56 seats on it, and we have 120 players or whatever it was at the time. And that was just like full panic because it was 2 hours before the game.
2 hours
And it
before
was
the
an hour and a
game,
half drive.
Hour and a half drive.
Yep.
Did we rode together? No.
Rome was
dude.
supposed to be
You forgot about
golfing.
That? That was a great time.
No, it was
That
a
great
well,
car ride.
That was a great car ride.
Me,
It was-
you, Sam Jerkers, and Brett, man.
Here's my question for you guys.
great car.
How quickly did you guys become this close?
I think you had to
'Cause
go
I don't
through, like,
remember.
Fayetteville, shout out.
Yes.
We had
Shelbyville?
a Rome and I were pretty close, for the most part.
Wait, what in the heck are we talking about?
I asked how quickly you
we're
guys
talking about the,
because that
Brett
was
got it. Brett got it. That's all that matters.
I thought we were talking about.
That's all that matters.
What?
For those of you who
Rome
don't
and
know,
I,
Brett
no,
Smith is in the
this was
audience.
This was after spring ball. No.
No, this was
No.
before spring ball.
was
That's why I'm
March.
curious.
Oh,
was
Rome
like
and
a
I
year.
were close. I mean, we weren't as close as we are now, but I think we were friendly enough for me to be like, "Hey, do you want to ride to the game with me, Brett, and Sam?" And he said yes.
Just an
Yeah.
early and really freshman, 17 years old. You were supposed to be golfing.
And I was playing the best Fortnite of my life. You
Yeah.
know when you have like the hot hand, like basketball or something?
Yeah.
That was me playing Fortnite that day. Gosh, I was ticked.
Was it worth it? Tell the people where you're going
then
for
you had a
spring break
half-court
and why you're
shot.
going there.
Then it's where the
Then his
legend
life
of Roman
changed.
was born. No, I'm just kidding.
You just walked in and you were so ticked about not being on. Weren't you supposed to be on the golf course, or did I make that up?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
After
And
the
you were like,
half-
"Can I do the half court shot?" And I was
Because
like,
I wanted to
to
do it like on the home games here, but they never did it, and they never did it. And then the biggest stage, I guess, the conference user
Conference
chair.
chair.
And he
I got
walked
the
out there
green
so
light.
confident. He was
He
like,
did,
"Caitlyn, I
pumping up the
promise I
crowd.
will make it."
Piping up the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won a
And
beach
Coach
trip.
Mason was courtside, which only added to the energy.
We had a sick picture too.
Yeah, you did get a good picture.
And you want a beach trip
They won a beach trip.
that you're finally taking next week?
Finally taken.
Boom.
A year later,
Year later.
while
Yep.
they're at the conference championship, at the conference tournament. That's next week.
Maybe if they call me back for double or nothing, I'll go.
You
I'll
have
hit
to
it.
go. You have to go.
I'll hit it for double or nothing.
Do you think that that's how they do that? Do they call people to come back?
Legend like this.
I mean, if they want to
you gotta,
entertain
you
the
gotta
call-
fans,
You got to call a kid like this.
The people were immediately like, "Okay, who's that guy?"
place to
Like
run
people in the department, other teams, they were like, "Who's this kid?"
that's clutch.
It's
There's
literally
no
how a
one that
legend's
promotes
born.
himself better on our roster than Roman. I firmly believe that.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's a good point. I'd agree with
I
that.
mean, I'll take it.
I mean,
not-
he
it's
showed
not
up
a
like
bad thing.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago in his Roman shirt, hoodie,
With the,
whatever it was.
True that.
He lives for Roman gear.
That happened.
That did happen. I can't confirm. That did
I remember when he first brought the shirts, when the Roman shirts were first going around the locker room. Those were pretty sick too.
They weren't going around.
You brought guys' shirts?
No.
I saw a few dudes wearing them.
Yeah, they're probably the same shirt. I had them. It's a marketing deal. You just have one guy take pictures and then post them all at once, like they all had it on.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Hey, say that one again.
I don't want to say it again.
Oh, I thought you were going to. That would have been awesome.
Last time we talked about this, your words of wisdom for Nick were "scared money don't make money." I remember I wrote that on my board.
There you go.
Sounds
You-
like something Roman would say. Roman has
Yeah.
good quotes.
You guys want me to drop one on you right now?
Yeah.
Dang it. Wait, I had it in my head when I said the sentence and I forgot it. Hold on.
I'm so
Oh,
lit.
people don't change. They just show themselves who they truly are. You know who said that? Lord Garmadon from Ninjago. Look it up. Story of my life. I just used it as an Instagram caption, actually. Promise.
What was the post
Oh, just a bunch of pictures.
of you? Anybody
a
else
bunch of
in your
different
post?
It was like a video.
That's a bait question.
I mean, I don't. We already had a conversation before.
Yeah,
this.
we already talked about this. We're
That was
fine. It's fine.
Fishing.
Sorry.
I haven't posted on Instagram in a while. Need a good caption.
You need to post on Instagram.
Keeps
what
your
makes
brand going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah,
build
you
a
don't have a
brand.
blue check yet.
My bad, bro.
Do
I
you,
gotta get
Ro?
one. No,
My bad, big
Oh.
dog.
but like.
Don't you have
should,
to pay
that's
for
what I'm
that
saying.
these days? Or is that just on Twitter?
No,
No,
that's
you
like
could pay for it.
certain. I think there's certain levels to it now. I don't know. Ask the social media.
Yeah,
He would
alright.
definitely pay for a blue check, though.
Nah.
No, don't.
Has
do
it
that
crossed
to
my
Roman.
mind?
Yes.
No. I mean, maybe like it did. I'll be honest, it did. Just because if like brands see the blue check, they're like, oh, this guy.
It's a added level of attraction.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
I
who.
would imagine.
We talked about followers on Instagram in team meeting a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to remember who it was that had so many followers.
Trey.
Maybe.
Trey Farrell
Oh, yeah.
has a good
Parker
amount.
has a
Parker has a
Par-
TikTok.
Parker has a
Parker
lot.
has a good amount on his TikTok.
What does he post on TikTok?
I used to film his TikTok videos for him when we lived together freshman year.
He's a good-looking dude.
Oh, he was doing those his freshman year.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. I don't know if Parker wanted me to share that, but I used to be his TikTok filmer.
So you almost
Oh.
get half of the
We
money.
didn't sign any contracts, but I mean, I could get a pretty little
You'll
penny, I'm
take.
sure, off of it.
I always think that's so funny. He's on the corner. I didn't mean to come out like that, though.
I mean, the production wasn't as good as probably what we have going on in the back.
No
our
doubt.
production crew. Shout out our production crew.
Dude, we
Yeah.
may have to have them on.
I'm just saying.
I think
That'd
that
be
would be
a
epic.
great
Last episode.
I think that would be hilarious.
That'd be
Because they have watched these videos Lord knows how many times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also brought up maybe we do like a crossover episode.
With who?
Other athletes.
With
like
who?
Doesn't women's
Like-
basketball have one?
yeah, men's and women's basketball. Do any other teams looking at production?
Oh,
crew?
men's has it
Just
too?
men's and women's basketball. Yeah.
One of the men's basketball players asked me in the training room about doing something together, about like supporting a local business. And then I was like, yeah, I'd be down. Like, that's a great idea. And then they went and did it on their own, and we didn't hear anything
Oh
about it.
no. Like a community service thing.
No.
No.
It was maybe could have been like a little NIL thing. I don't know.
I gotcha.
Clearly, we got cut out of that process pretty quick. So
Yikes.
it's all good. That's still all love. They have a big game Thursday. They play in Liberty.
Big game Thursday.
I'm pretty sure if they win, they basically like our regular season champs.
Correct.
So congrats to
It's
them.
on your calendars.
Good luck to them.
You should be there.
They're ballers. They're gonna go ball.
What day is it?
We're gonna
Thursday?
support.
Women's
Thursday
basketball
night.
is a big game too. They're away.
They're
But
at Liberty.
Yeah, they're always playing good though.
yeah.
They're always ball. I mean, they've been good since who knows when.
I think they're back-to-back conference champs.
Yeah,
Just twice? Is it twice?
It's probably maybe three.
Plus?
it's probably more
Yeah.
honestly.
Okay, here's a question for you guys. I think we talked about this in Mace's and Bodie's podcast. I can't remember. We've talked about it before though. Usually when we're talking about like the landscape of college football, people are asking coaches, staff, those. But I want to know y'all's take, like from a locker room standpoint. I'm not even talking about the field. Like a locker room standpoint, what is it like? We're having 20 to 30 plus new kids every semester. Like we just brought in 27,
Yeah.
I think, and then we'll probably bring in an equal amount this summer. Like what is the like hardest part about that, or what's the best part about like how has that changed? I guess this is more for you because you've been around longer, but I mean you've seen a lot of turnover too since you've been here. Like is it hard in the locker room to have that much turnover? Do you guys click pretty quick? Like
I think you can click with each other. Like I think you could become friends with all the new guys fairly easy, like fairly quick. Like whether it's because you spend so much time together already, whether it's through workouts, whether it's through meetings, whether it's, I mean, you know, everyone's sitting in the locker room at 5 a.m. before a 6 a.m. run talking about how you don't want to be there. But,
good to know.
I mean, I'm just like, let's keep it honest.
But does that affect
for
the
what?
chemistry on the
No,
field?
no. I mean, I would say like it's easy to become friends with a guy, but at the same time, like when there's that much turnover, and it's just kind of like the day and age of college football right now, like I think like the team as a whole maybe, like sometimes there's not as much like unity and togetherness. Like I think when you have like that much turnover year after year, like there's like groups that kind of form. Like so like there'll be a group of new guys who come in who like everyone's friendly with each other, but maybe they like outside of the locker room will kind of always be doing their own thing. And like you see like guys who have been here for a couple of years together, you know, like they kind of gravitate towards each other and they kind of do their own thing. But I think at the end of the day, like everyone's very friendly with each other. You get to know guys, you know, you sit and talk about like where'd you come from, where have you been, it's like different experiences and stuff like that. But it's kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd
It's
agree.
It's definitely
I think it's
different.
pretty cool.
Like I think my first 2 years to my last 2 years have been a complete shift in like how things are,
Well,
and that's not even like coaching stuff. Like just like college
Yeah.
football, like with transfers and everything like that. Like guys coming in, guys coming out, all within the same year. Like it's weird.
Yeah, and y'all had that turnover plus coaching staff turnover. Were
Right.
you recruited by the old staff too? Like you weren't. You
Yes and no. It was like, I was like spring of my senior year, but then I didn't hear from him. And then when Mace like got the job, Stu came and got me. So like kind of.
Like Coach Mason was the head coach when you were being recruited.
Yeah.
Whenever they actually
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
me,
yeah.
Coach Mason
Stu
was
you
it
there.
came up
was
because you
like-
came up for like 24 hours. Not even. Were you here for 24
even.
on that OV?
Not even talking about
And just fell in love with the staff.
it. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I think it's cool though, getting to know everybody.
It
Like,
is.
just getting to see.
Do
Like,
culture
where-
groups help?
You get to.
Like, do you feel like you are learning more about your teammates in culture groups, and or the staff? Because
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
in Stu's,
Yes. Yeah. You
and
definitely
he's in
are.
Mace's.
Yeah, you definitely do. But like 2 guys that were in my culture group like had been here with me.
Yeah.
And now one's left. So like I don't know. You know what I mean?
Who's-
Like
who-
Sherm left.
Oh, sure.
And Connor had been here with me.
Rome has y'all have a young one.
Yeah, it's me, Josh, Maury, and Buck.
Yeah.
And we all came in together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buck may have been. I think Buck was.
Is Buck a year older than you? 2?
years.
I don't know who else is juniors. I'm not going to pretend to know.
Well, none of them. It's just me and Connor and Wyatt now. But Sherman and Jace aren't here anymore.
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Stewart, baby.
Who has the biggest personality on the team? Who's the loud one in the locker room?
Whoa!
Roman?
Did I just see a finger come my way?
Roman's one. I think personality wise.
I think like loud.
Yeah, like
What do
who's
you
the
mean
biggest
loud?
personality?
Like you could go moo.
Yeah.
Moo's always
He's
making
a
noise.
personality.
Big man's always making noise.
Big man. Big man's been
E-Way's
quieter, I
making
feel
noise.
like.
Ellis.
Oh, the O lineman. The O lineman. If there's everything,
Maybe it's because they're locker. They're in the middle of the locker.
they
room.
are. But if there's anything,
And there's so many of them.
if there's ever like a ton of noise coming, it's the O lineman just yelling at each other about something in a good way.
I don't know. Sometimes they'll argue.
Just trolling each other.
In my locker, it's like the O-line's locker in my row. So I just get to watch it all go down. It's pretty entertaining.
They had a lot of turnover, though. There's a lot of new guys on the
Lot
other
of
line.
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, they're a good group though. Those
Yeah.
guys, they're like, the O line's all really, they should be, but they're all really close to each other. But
Tight
they-
knit group.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to start O-line QB dinners?
You already did.
Yeah, we did.
Where'd you go?
Hung out.
Jonathan's.
We do like team
Jonathan's.
bonding stuff.
Perfect.
O line quarterback bonding stuff a lot.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Just like dinner?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's competitive. stuff.
Pickleball?
Yeah. Big on pickleball. Big on competitive
Do you
pickleball.
pickleball?
What?
Do you play pickleball?
Yeah, I've dabbled.
Who'd you play with this weekend? You, Brett, Mateo?
Mitch and Mateo. Crushed him.
Yeah.
Crushed him. Oh my gosh, it was electric.
Brett disagreed with that
Such a
statement.
good
In fact, I think he left the room.
I'll just say, Brett said, and I quote, "Winning or losing won't affect my mood for tonight," and that's when I knew we were gonna win. If you have that attitude, you don't even want to be there. You don't even want to win.
So he should let it affect the rest of his day.
Just saying.
Let's introduce Brett. It's Brett Smith. He's one of our
Student assistant.
student assistant / coach.
He's a
So.
character.
You're welcome to invite him.
He might
There's
be a
an open seat.
character. He might be
He's
one of
the
the
character in the
We're out of
locker room.
time.
He might.
We'll get him on.
Yeah, I
though.
do think we have to wrap it up here soon.
Yeah, you just kind of got going, and I wasn't gonna stop you.
I won't stop you either.
Well, I did the outro last time, but it's all you.
Did you sing it last time?
No.
Okay.
Why would you bring that up?
We should try to sing it again.
No, I'll pass. Even though I have like,
Duet it?
Do you know that
watched it-
Chris Kopp raps?
Oh,
Yeah. Do we?
What is it? Dang it, don't tell me. Showtime C, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Showtime check or something
I don't
like
know.
that.
I just learned that during flag football.
We have many aspiring artists on our team.
Okay, maybe we should bring them on.
I'd be down.
G.
Let him compete
G
with
was
Roman.
on.
Yeah, G was
And
on
Jaquel.
last week. And
What does G do?
They both rap.
Mm-hmm.
G
Well?
can sing, though.
Yep.
Jaquel's pretty
Can
good.
he actually sing?
G has a country
I'm gonna
EP
have to talk
coming
to him
out in
about
March.
Hmm.
At the end of March.
Maybe not.
What's EP mean?
Extended playlist. I just made that up.
I
I don't know.
don't think that's what
if
that
you say
stands
anything
for.
with confidence,
Yeah.
it goes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
if
shouldn't
walk
have
into a
questioned yourself
hotel
after
with
the fact.
confidence, they won't.
If
they
you
won't
what?
question you. Walk into a hotel with confidence.
Why would you walk into a hotel with confidence? Be like, yeah, I have a room on the 3rd floor.
You just walk right past the desk like you own, like you actually have a room there, and you'll be okay.
What, are you gonna
Have
get,
you
like,
had to
free
do that
breakfast?
recently?
No.
Why do you have this experience?
I mean, if you do anything confidently, you can't.
Why is that your example? I think
If
it's
you
time
walk
for the
behind the counter
outro.
somewhere, I'm just saying. Like I'm not.
What's like the last thing you got away with because you did it with confidence?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Was it illegal?
Why? Okay, don't
No.
answer if it was.
Don't hurt your brand. What are we doing here?
Oh. I mean, you were just like, I'm not going to tell you that.
Yeah, because I mean, you tell me one of your dark secrets or something.
Why does it have to be a dark secret?
I don't know.
It
Something I
literally
got
could
away
have
with.
been like walking in a
Some-
hotel and getting
yeah,
free
he
breakfast
didn't
because
say
you
it had-
acting like you
Yeah.
have
He didn't
a
say it had to
room
be
there.
bad.
I didn't say it had to be
I-
terrible.
You spoke from experience that if you do things with confidence, no one's going to question you.
Wait, what time?
No,
He's
I
got to
think
go
it-
get his car, man. It got towed.
Tell me about your car getting towed because I hear this isn't the first
I got
time.
towed Thursday too. It's actually the
And
third
it feels like
time.
you could park
Twice in less
somewhere
than
else.
a week.
Twice in less than a week.
How much is it to get your car?
$225. So if anyone wants to donate to me, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Can you like park in the spot you're supposed to park in?
I don't know. I just
He
got
said it was
here.
too far of a walk.
When it's cold out and the wind is biting.
Was it cold this morning?
I don't know. My car wasn't there.
He parked in that spot with confidence.
I don't know.
and
I
still
looked
got
around the
And
corner.
he still got.
Still got
Looked around the
towed,
corner.
man.
That joker wasn't there. I was like, all right.
Oh gosh.
It's got to be a tough feeling, dude.
Your heart drops because you knew you risked it.
Yeah.
Risked it.
But you also know that there's parking that you can use.
No.
Okay.
Well, that was it for episode 8.
Yeah.
Crazy
Thank you.
episode, to say the least.
There was a lot going on. Started out chaotic. Kind of ended chaotic, too.
Tune in next week to hear Nick's dark secret that we were just talking about. Right here.
Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 8 of Nick and Roman's Empire. We'll see you next week right here for episode 9. Thank you so much. Thank you, Caitlyn, for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Pleasure.
Was it?
Awesome.
Was it a pleasure?